Hello to everyone. This is Mauro Chiarugi, and this is a new episode of the Car Rental Podcast. So, today I want to address you a question to all our car rental customers. Are you tired to scan, copy, and insert manually all the customer data at each rental? Today, we have a special guest that is Anders from 365 ID that will help us to resolve this problem. Welcome, Anders.
Thank you, Mauro. Come stai?
Well, molto bene, molto bene.
Bene, bene. That's all Italian I know.
Fine. Better than me that I don't know Swedish, so
I will teach you someday later on.
great, great. So, Anderson, thank you for coming in this episode. It's a pleasure for me to invite you because I think that you have some important information that you can share with our audience. So, could you introduce yourself?
Of course. Thank you, Mauro. And we are very thrilled and very thankful for being a part of the program, of course, and of our cooperation. I'm, as Mauro said, Anders Green. I'm the Sales and Marketing Director for 365 ID, and we are a Swedish ID security company. We have been on the market for 5 years, and we have a solution to identify and to verify ID documents, and at the same time extract the data and transfer over to different business systems. It could be banks, car rentals, car dealers, hotels, whatever you need.
Great.
Yeah.
But how did you start, Anders? In this sector?
Yeah, I mean, 5 years ago, it was actually a crazy idea because there are numerous big multi-billion companies that are doing this. But it's a big difference between having a local computer handling the verification of the documents. Instead of that, we took this old, clumsy, expensive hardware and made it smaller and lighter. And then we put all the verification algorithms in our cloud. So we have a cloud-based solution, which is then much easier. It doesn't need to be an IT project to start using a scanner, which is normally is. And it's just plug and scan. It takes 45 seconds to set it up and start it. And we actually interviewed all different segments in Sweden about what do you need, and they all wanted a solution that was fast, cheap, and easy to use.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't like the word cheap, but it's cost effective.
yes.
That's what I wanted to have.
So, and what are, could you explain a little bit how your solution works and what are the benefits? I also have your device here with me, no?
Exactly, the 365 ID scanner.
Yeah.
So as I said before, it's a cloud-based service. So basically, you insert power and you insert internet either with cable, LAN, or with Wi-Fi. You can even connect it with your phone to get access to the cloud. You insert the document, and we take 3 pictures of the ID document, which can be a passport, ID card, or driver license. We take 3 pictures, crypt them, send it to our cloud, where we check if it's genuine or if it's a false document, and then we send an answer back to the machine. And at the same time, we send the data into your system. So it's very convenient and very easy, and it takes between 6 and 8 seconds for the whole process to be ready. And the main benefits for car rentals are, of course, authentication. You know which customer is in front of you. You know it's a real document, which is, of course, you don't lose any cars, which is good for your overall economic. If you have an integrated solution like we have, you don't need to manually type all the information, which is good for both the customer, because they don't, you have been traveling for a couple of hours, you just want the car, you don't want to stand waiting for people to manually type all the data, so it's automatically transferred. And then for your employees, they don't have to do it, and they can start doing upsales or talk with the customer instead of doing manually work. And the third thing with our solution is the pricing. We are a very effective solution, and normally we are 1/5 of the price of other car ID scanners out in the market. So very cost effective solution for the benefit.
Yes, and I can tell you also that we have received a very good feedback from our customers that adopted your solution.
That's good to hear. We're happy with that.
Yeah, so it's very easy. You just plug the you just insert the document inside the device, and for the people that will be connecting to the video, I can share also just 5 seconds my screen, and here the customer, the car rental operator, will be able to take the documents directly from the device. So you put the document and automatically you can just select the customer. In this case, I'm importing myself with the passport that I scanned before. And as you can see, all the data are imported automatically in my end. So very easy, but also very useful for the car rentals operator.
Absolutely.
So, could you share some names of companies that are using your solution, just to give an idea?
Yeah, absolutely. So at the moment we have 700 customers in 50 countries.
Wow.
And increasing. We have everything, as I said in the start. We have banks, we have logistic and delivery companies, we have hotels, car dealers, and of course car rentals. It's numerous working solutions in different segments. For car rentals, we work with all the big six, you can say, in different countries. Of course, we don't have like Hertz in all countries. We don't have Avis in all countries, but we have all of them, Enterprise, Sixt, Hertz, and Budget, which else are the big ones? Avant, Car Rental. So kind of the big ones, and then there's of course always some small local ones. That they are big locally, but they are not so big outside the country, like Noleggiario and Via Ghiare in Italy, Italy Car Rent, Green Motion. So we have a lot of different car rental companies.
Yeah, I'm happy that you mentioned also some of our customers.
Exactly, I thought I'd do that.
So, do you have a story to share with our audience, something strange that happened using your device?
Well, strange and good. We have one of the, I forgot to mention Europcar earlier, of course, also. We have one big car rental in Sweden that lost 16 cars during 1 year, based off fraud and fake cars and other things. And then they start using 365 ID, and they've had 0 lost cars after that for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So just calculate 16 cars with the direct costs and the indirect costs, etc. So that's one story. We have another one that made the integration, and they say they save between 1 minute and 1.5 minutes for each rental, because they are integrated with the data transfer.
It's important to review that.
Yeah, and just calculate for each how many rentals there are. So, and then actually one of your customers, I will not say the name, they stopped the fake ID after 48 hours of operations with your system and our system in operations. And you know that's true. So that's just a couple of points why and how our system works.
Yeah, amazing. So I think our audience get a lot of information from you, and they can start thinking about improving the verification of the customers. What do you think about the future of our industry, of the car rental business, and for your segment of verification after the COVID?
Yeah, of course. Of course, we haven't noticed COVID-19. Our sales for car rentals has more or less halved or even more. So it's been slower, but not totally dead, but slower. And I think that in the future, of course, people will still come to a rental station. You still need to check the authenticity of the driver license or ID cards of the person. So I don't think that will change. I think that maybe the split of people going online and to the actual store maybe will swift a little bit more that people go online to do the car rental buy the start of the service. So it will be a different arena, but I think it will be almost as normal in the future.
Yeah.
And that's also why we have spent the last half year during COVID-19 to work on some additional products to improve the existing products and also come up with new products in a very short period in the future. So
keep me updated.
I will give you update once it's ready. We have one product that is ready next month that we can share in another podcast or YouTube video or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Yes. So, do you have any suggestion to share with our audience?
Well, I think that they can benefit a lot of using an integrated solution with our solution. So an ID scanner together with the integration, that's the strongest part. Our solution can be used standalone, and your solution can be used standalone. But I really think that 1 + 1 is really 3 in this matter, that you get a benefit for so many different operation parts of the company. So using our combined solution, that's one of my tips.
Yeah, I always suggest and also advise in our post, in our website, that the integration is what makes the difference for our customers. So integrating documents, verification, integrating the tour operators, more software integrated together, give more. Yeah, absolutely agree with you. So, well, I have a special question. What should I ask you that I didn't know enough to ask?
It must be which is my favorite football team in Italy.
Yes, I remember. Great. Please tell to everyone because it's.
But this is dangerous because either they will hate me or they will love me. So it's actually from that I was 5-6 years old. I've always liked football, but Italy has been very close to my heart and been very, very passionate about that. I've always loved AC Milan.
Yeah. It's not.
And I still do.
No.
And I still do. And you guys know we are Swedish. I'm from Sweden, and Zlatan is from Sweden as well. So that's just an extra plus that he's playing for Milan at the moment.
Okay, great. I remember. Okay, now I remember when I met you at WTM a couple of years ago. You were dressing a shirt like the color of my football team, but
Fiorentina.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's a good question for you to ask me. Well, which team? So AC Milan.
Yeah, fine. So it was awesome to have you here, and I'll invite you again for sure once you have some. You already told me that you will have some updates soon regarding your product. So it will be great to host you here again. Thank you very much, Anders. Good luck for your business, your new product, and thank you very much to everyone. See you in the next episode.
Thank you, Mauro, and take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.